What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we're going to be looking at a video from brother Jeremy Hill. Now, this particular video that we're going to be reviewing is of a couple of different people. But this woman is mad because Section 8 is no longer accepting vouchers, or apartments are no longer accepting Section 8 vouchers. Let's get started.
I could leave now because this is not the show for you. Before I tell you what this reaction video is about, let me first say that my podcast room is under construction. I'm trying to have a new aesthetic because I got this fly ass table right here. So
I think I know where he got that table from, because I'm actually looking to replace my glass table. But that is a clean ass table. I ain't even gonna cap on that.
give me about a couple of weeks. I got some stuff ordered through Amazon that's coming. Now, into the reaction video. Did you know that it's getting so bad now that people don't want to take Section 8 from people no more? They don't want it no more. I have a story for you in particular on the news of a woman who had to leave because they said, we don't want your Section 8 voucher no more. And she said, wait, my husband has passed away. He's cremated and he is in the urn. And they told her to put them in the box with the knives and the toaster and get the hell out. So anyway, let me go ahead and get into the story. Hold on 1 second as I put it on y'all screen. Big baby, hope y'all doing all right. All right, like I always.
All I'm gonna say is, Lord Jesus, what is on her head? What is on her eyelids? And what kind of lipstick she got on? This is like something that came out of damn Freddy Krueger. Golly.
They say, let's get it.
Poor people are being pushed out of college.
Everything Susan Mealer loves had to be packed in the boxes behind her, including her husband.
It was so disrespectful, that I had to put him in a box, and pack him away like he was nothing. Basically, if you have the Section 8 voucher, we don't want it.
A 60-day notice to leave. We will be terminating your current lease. Sue became homeless.
It really does feel illegal because too many people are going through this. They're losing their homes. If you don't have a place to stay, then you're losing your jobs, your car.
Too many people are losing the place they stay because they're too lazy to go get a job that actually pays enough money for them to actually be able to afford their rent. Or they're financially illiterate and they don't know how to budget.
The grandmother says she regularly paid rent of roughly $700. The letter suggests she did not get the boot because of a lack of payment, instead because of the type of payment. We are not participating in the renewal of any MHA lease, also known as Marietta Housing Authority leases, the local division of the Federal Housing Program, or Section 8.
Count your days, Section 8 people. Now, I'm going to tell you something, Jacqueline. Listen here. Section 8 is good for people who need it. Again, who needs it? A lot of people are on Section 8 who do not need it. You need to get out. Get out and get a job. Period. Might sound harsh, but it's still the truth. So for women and men who are disabled or really are in need of Section 8 housing, I get it. But let's be 100% honest with each other. We know damn well that the majority of people who live in Section 8 ain't nothing but some mustard back heifers and freeloaders. And
I'm gonna say this: the people that I've seen that were on Section 8, the only reason why they're on Section 8 is because they're too lazy to go get a job or they rely on government assistance. Let me explain to you why. This is why I came to my conclusions. People I've met in life, they were so reliant on government assistance and they had the mindset of, let me rely on the government to help pay my bills, because if I go get a better job or get paid a little bit more, that the government deems me making more than enough, I don't want to lose my spot. So it's a reliant mindset. They're relying on the government to help them with the subsidies that they use from government assistance or from Section 8. They rely on that. And it's like there's a lot of black people that's on Section 8 because they rely strictly on the government. Same thing with government jobs, same thing, all that stuff. But that's completely different. But still, it's the same. It's kind of the same thing. But at least with the government job, they got a job. But the other shit, they just rely on it because they're too lazy.
We need them to get out and get a job. I'm sick and tired of paying for them to live a lifestyle of freeloadedness while we work hard to keep what we got.
Miller and Johnson's stories are no mere coincidence. Instead, it's part of a pattern we uncovered in Marietta. We went undercover and we were turned away 17 times. This is a legal form of discrimination, at least in Marietta and all of Cobb County, says Georgia State University law professor Courtney Anderson.
Or if you want to kind of market your property in a certain way, you might not want to be seen as an affordable housing property, an ongoing bias about stigmatizing. And so it really complicates the safety net that's meant to put in place to protect everyone in society.
Not everybody who gets Section 8 is a bad tenant.
Being kicked out like Miller.
Let's be honest. The people that are on Section 8, they're the ones with a whole lot of kids. They don't take care of their apartment. Apartment nasty as hell. Got men running in and out of the house like it's a damn subway station. Like, let's be honest. That's most of the people that's on Section 8. Most of the women that are on Section 8 have men running in and out of the house. Have multiple kids, but multiple different men. We not gonna lie about that. That's the truth. We see that, you see that, everybody got them see it. So I'll just say it like this. If I own a property, like an apartment complex, I wouldn't rent to Section 8 people either. Especially if it's a nice one, a nice apartment complex. Oh, hell no. Because there's a certain type of crowd you bring when you have that type of accessibility. They're typically cheap apartments that are in the hood that nobody really want to be in. They drive down the market value of the apartment, or they run people away because their cars look like shit. Missing the front bumper, the damn fucking whole entire front end is caved in because they hit a pole because they were drunk one night. Like, let's be honest. We know this shit's true. Let's continue.
Being turned away like Johnson. It's illegal in the city of Atlanta, the only metro local government to have housing legislation against source of income discrimination, a law Marietta tenants have repeatedly begged for in Cobb County for the past year.
Imagine one day someone knocks on your door and puts you and your kids outside with no fault of your own. You have nowhere to go.
So where are the baby daddies at? Okay, 'cause I'm noticing they sure is interviewing a bunch of women here. So where the baby daddy at? If you had a man in the house, you probably wouldn't have to go through that thing now, would you? Let's just keep it real. I think it's a glorious thing. I think it's an awesome thing. I think it's a wonderful thing for the freeloaders to get thrown out on their ear. Can you dig it? Now check this out. Let's go ahead and get into what this lady got to say, because she's telling you the truth. Let's get it.
At this point, some of y'all women really are allergic to accountability. I just watched a video of this girl talking about Section 8 ruined her life. How did Section 8 ruin her life, may you ask? Because she talked about how she signed up for Section 8. She was on the wait list forever. She finally gets on it, right? Just to have some pookie living with her, and then she get kicked out because she got a pookie living with her. Anybody who knows about Section 8 knows that you're not supposed to have no man living with you. You know why?
Did not say it or did not say it. She got kicked out because she had a man live with her, a pookie living with her, and she was in Section 8, on Section 8. Did not say it.
Because logically, one would think if there's a man living there, that means that you don't need assistance.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. A lot of these women get this Section 8 stuff. They ain't worth a flip themselves, and then they draw to them men who ain't worth shit either. And then they move them in, sneak them in and stuff like that, knowing that they could lose their voucher. Why would I feel sorry for you? Why would I feel an ounce of sympathy or empathy for you? Why would I want to dig in my pocket and say, hey, take this. Hope you find a room tonight. I ain't got to do none of that stuff. Lazy people is a pet peeve of mine and many other people. There are a lot of people who don't deserve to be on Section 8, shouldn't be on Section 8, shouldn't be getting food stamps. Let's talk about it. You know I'm telling the truth.
Ding, 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 right? But a lot of y'all be bums, and then you be having men who bums too, laid up with you. You somewhere getting over already because you barely paying rent, if you paying rent at all, and then you got the audacity to not even be able to follow the rules, right? And then you somewhere finding a way to make that somebody else's fault. You finding a way to make that assistance program be the problem and not you being the problem, that you got some lazy bum laying up in the house with you living off of Section 8 with you. You got a whole grown man that y'all both together should be able to come up with income to pay rent. But
that ain't what Mustard Back Heifers like. They like pookie men. Only the most unemployed man will make her feel good about herself. Only the most unemployed pookie can win her love.
you're on Section 8 and trying to play the system, but you got a grown man living in the house with you, hiding his shoes, hiding his clothes, doing...
Wait. She's hiding what?
Got a grown man living in the house with you, hiding his shoes, hiding his clothes, doing all of that instead of telling him to go get a job. And
for those of you who don't know, she's hiding his clothes and shoes because they do inspections on Section 8 housing. They come through to see how the property is held up by you. And if they see that you have someone staying there that ain't supposed to be there, that's a violation. And then they can kick you out of Section 8 housing. They do it all the time over in H-Town on Fountain View and Westheimer. I think that's where it's at. I don't know if it's still there anymore. That's what it was back in the day. You go to Westheimer and Fountain View in Houston to go get this housing stuff. You know what I mean? Little thing over there.
doing all of that instead of telling him to go get a job and y'all actually pay for rent like everybody else, right? Because you ain't the only first or last person to have no kids, right? Being able to get on them programs are to help.
Yep.
It ain't to become a full crutch for you to just not want to do anything forever. But that's what a lot of y'all do. You get on them programs, you don't never want to get off. Right? It wasn't never just a stepping stone to help you get to another point. Oh no, you gonna ride that thing out. A lot of y'all won't get certain jobs if it pay a certain amount of money just so you can stay on it. Like you trying.
That is true. I've known
Did not say it.
many people like that would turn down good paying jobs simply because they pay too much. And if they pay too much, they have to give up housing, which means they have to be more responsible, which means they can't just spend their money any kind of way. They love being prisoners. I want you to understand there are people who love to be prisoners in their mind, slaves in their life. They want to be in bondage. They want to be oppressed. And then they want to blame everybody for their oppression that they put themselves in. They get mad at people like us who decide not to be lazy.
You know, I wouldn't say they were slaves. They're afraid. I'm gonna put it like that. They're afraid of going outside of their will. They're comfortable. They're afraid to go outside of their wheelhouse. They're stagnant. So they believe they rely on this one thing because it's always there. They don't want to go out there and actually live their life and build themselves up. They want to rely on the government to pay their bills, and what it makes them very reliant on the government and unable to do anything in their life. And then these be the same people that complain about, oh, I need some money or tax the rich or this and that. These will be the same people that do that shit, but meanwhile they steadily on Section 8 and they don't want to go out there and do anything in their life. Financially irresponsible, sexually irresponsible, and just ignorant.
lazy, who want to work, who want to have things in life. We're the enemy. They're the crabs in the bucket that pulling other people down. Some people can't be helped, man. Some people you can't say, hey, if they had another opportunity, they would change. No, they won't. You got to understand, a lot of these people want to be in these predicaments that they are in. It sounds asinine, it sounds stupid, but it's the truth. A lot of these people are fearful. What if I get a good paying job, but then I can't pay these bills? Welcome to the real world. Welcome to the land of struggle. This is where you learn how to budget your money, sucker. So you ain't getting no empathy from me, baby.
Jobs, if it pay a certain amount of money just so you can stay on it, like you trying to run that thing all the way out. It ain't just to help you. Oh no, it's a crutch forever. But again, it's crazy to be sitting up here trying to blame Section 8 because you brought some dirty bum into the house who couldn't even help you with bills, and you mad at Section 8 for that.
Yes, sir. She told the truth. I like her content a lot of time. Now, before I let you go, you know, this is going to be a fly podcast thing. Well, at least fly enough, right? So I got this big old table now, gaming table, whatever. It lights up on the front and on the sides. You can't see the sides and stuff like that, man. It's dope, man. Pull this thing out over here. This thing flips up for the thing. I said the thing flips. This can flip up for an iPad right here. You put this up for your mouse or whatever. You got your cup holder over here. You dig what I'm saying? And you got all, it's just so wide. So this is what I drink. This is what I smoke. And I wanted to get it to where, you know, the soundproofing is behind my little backdrop. I have a lot of soundproofing. I took some of that stuff down, and I'm going to have this thing lit up pretty dope, you know what I mean? So about 2 weeks, I got something ordered from Amazon so I can put all in the back so it won't look so tacky and stuff, you know? But if I find something sooner, then I'll cancel that order to Amazon. For you
know, shout out to Jeremy Hill. Now, I'm going to say this. Soon, like, once I finish like upgrading the desktop, once I improve all my equipment, I'm gonna start investing in some microphones, sound deadening. I'm investing in a lot of stuff because I want to provide you guys with more quality and better quality content. Also invest in some software. Also invest in a lot of stuff, so I can keep bringing you this good content. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com. I will catch you guys on the flip side. And y'all, I forgot to mention yesterday, we have a new channel member, Sean, not Sean, Schwan. I don't want to fuck up your name, bro. But I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show the channel, the new member. This guy, shout out to him. But I apologize. I don't want to fuck up your name, bro. So just know, I did not mean to fuck up your name. What the hell? I did not mean to fuck up your name. Just correct me if I'm wrong. But shout out to this guy. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.